Hello, this is News Desk live from our studios here at Kokomlemle in Accra. My name is Daryl Kwao. On our News Desk this hour, illegal miner invades Tano Anua Forest Reserve, destroys lands as big as 7 football fields. Also coming up this morning, NDC flag bearer John Dramani Mahama promises a vibrant agricultural sector driven by technology and digitalization if given the presidential mandate once again. But what do industry players think? We'll find out. Plus, day one of the MPP parliamentary vetting was characterized by accusations of grand schemes in favor of some sitting MPs. We'll take you to some key areas for the latest as vetting enters a second day. We're on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 125, and around the world on myjoyonline.com. Please stay with us. Well, first up, an illegal miner has invaded the Tano Anua Forest Reserve, a key biodiversity area of international significance, destroying more than 7 football fields of the protected forest in the western region. JoyNews enquiries revealed that the Enchi district of the Forestry Commission knew about the mining activity months earlier, but failed to act or trigger the necessary protocol to stop the illegality. The degraded site is worse compared to what Akunta Mining's illegal invasion did to the Tano Nimi Reserve. Lava FM's Erastus Saradonko was in the Tano Anua Forest Reserve and filed this report.
The Tano Anua Forest Reserve in the Awin municipality covers part of the watershed of the Tano River. It was gazetted as a forest reserve in 1955. Experts say it meets one or more previously established criteria for identified sites of biodiversity importance, including important bird and biodiversity areas. But this evergreen forest is in for its worst nightmare. An illegal miner has already invaded compartments 74 and 75 of the reserve. Large parts of the forest have already been reduced to pits and gullies. The devastation stretches deep into the reserve. Our investigations established that the Enchi District Forestry Commission knew about this nature crime 3 months back. But it was only on November 29th this year that the Enchi Forestry Commission head, Richard Entry, wrote about it to his officers, describing it as an attempted illegal mining. On December 17th this year, his deputy, ADM Felix, led the rapid response team to arrest the miners, 1 Chinese national and his 5 Ghanaian collaborators. They have all since been released on bail and their equipment released to them as recounted by this eyewitness.
At the time they came, there were 2 excavators here working. They did not take any action, but rather asked the illegal miners to take their equipment from the site and leave.
When we visited the reserve on December 22nd this year, we found evidence the miners have not left. We saw signs of continuous occupation and mining.
What we are seeing here is a brand new, unused gold washing plant. And it tells you or gives you the indication that whoever was mining illegally within this part of the forest reserve has no intentions of leaving the place forever. They intend to come back to further deplete this forest reserve.
Contrary to the usual Forestry Commission's rapid operations on illegal miners, power plants and settlements of the illegal miners were left untouched.
You could see where they do the washing and get the gold finally. That is still intact, not destroyed. So this is the engine room where a lot of the operations, the central point of the operations happens. And you ask yourself, why did the Forestry Commission Rapid Task Force that came in here on the 17th of December decide not to burn or destroy this particular place?
I confronted the two forest guards tasked to deal with the nature crime in the forest.
Last time we buy and you say yes, you know, a rapid phone will be but a na so no me say young comra. See it is more baby no more no more.
They say who's or more and I think say immediately you should destroy it.
Yes, Timmy Quam, a bomb manager man by Friday no and answer what's in a crown with my baby take yourself.
2 days after our visit, the ancient district sent forest guards to go and burn the materials left behind. We learned that an NPP executive in the area was responsible for the mining in the Tano Anua Forest Reserve. When we contacted him, he claimed his mining was in a farm-admitted part of the forest. He would, however, not confirm he had a license or any permit for his mining activities. Reporting for JoyNews, Erastus Asaridonko, Tano Anua Forest Reserve, Western Region.
Unfortunate, isn't it? Well, turning to some other news, flag bearer of the opposition NDC, John Mahama, has disclosed that he will investigate and prosecute members of the Akufo-Addo administration who abused and misconducted themselves in office when he is elected into office. The former president said he will superintend over an anti-corruption agency which will function effectively to check abuse of office. In his New Year message, John Mahama called on electors to vote the MPP out of power. Take a listen.
We've all lived painfully through the challenges the failed Akufo-Addo administration has inflicted on us through their reckless mismanagement of the economy, poor governance, barefaced corruption, and profligate expenditure at the expense of socioeconomic and infrastructural development. As we start the journey in this new year, I'm here to offer hope to you all. I'm committed to repairing the damage done to our economy and creating a brighter future for all Ghanaians. In addition to these interventions, I am also passionate about the fight against corruption and uprooting poor governance to ensure that our resources are used responsibly and ethically. I firmly believe a transparent and accountable government is essential for building trust and confidence in our institutions. We will hold to account members of this administration who have abused the public trust by misconducting themselves in office. But more importantly, we would also allow unfettered space for the anti-corruption agencies to deal with anybody who abuses the public trust under my administration. By strengthening anti-corruption measures, promoting good governance, and upholding the rule of law, we shall create a fairer and more equitable society where everyone can thrive. We will reduce the size of government in our bid to cut down on expenditure. We will combine ministries and remove government agencies that are duplicating each other. In other words, we in government will also tighten our belts, even as we call on our people to make whatever sacrifices are necessary for our national revival.
John Mahama has also detailed plans to make his 24-hour economy vision viable. Central to the implementation of the policy is the prioritization of new recruits into the security services to provide adequate security for businesses during the extended hours.
At the heart of my vision for economic revitalization is the implementation of a 24-hour economy. This innovative policy seeks to maximize productivity and efficiency by extending business hours and operations around the clock. Doing so will create a more dynamic and vibrant economy that benefits workers and businesses. A 24-hour economy will increase economic output and create well-paying jobs. It will also contribute to a more inclusive and accessible society, giving people the flexibility to work, to study, to shop, and enjoy leisure activities at any time that suits them best. The 24-hour economy will succeed because we shall provide improved security and public safety. which will require massive recruitment into the security services and private security operations. My government will provide cheaper and more reliable electricity for those participating businesses based on a time of use tariff system. Companies that sign up for the 24-hour economy will benefit from modern smart meters calibrated to charge a lesser tariff per kilowatt hour for power that is consumed during off-peak hours. Businesses that subscribe to the 24-hour economic policy will receive further tax incentives to reduce the cost of their operations and enhance their competitiveness. Financing support will be provided to strategic agro-processing factories and manufacturing companies through the Ghana Exim Bank to boost production, for import substitution, and for exports.
Well, the NDC flag bearer also says a vibrant agriculture sector driven by technology and digitalization is what Ghana requires to solve its whopping 14% unemployment situation.
One of my key priorities will be to address the high level of unemployment and meet the aspirations of our youth. My team and I, under the auspices of the National Democratic Congress, have developed a comprehensive plan which will be shared with businesses, academia, civil society, and the youth to create jobs and provide opportunities for all our young people. These initiatives would also revamp businesses and productivity by implementing a 24-hour economy and building an agricultural economy driven by technology and digitalization. I'm also committed to revamping our agricultural sector. The sector remains a cornerstone of our economy, and we must invest in modernizing this sector in order to maximize productivity and sustainability. By introducing well-established cooperatives, advanced farming techniques, embracing digital tools, and promoting agribusiness, we shall create new opportunities for farmers, improve food security, and bolster economic growth. I am determined to lead this transformation for the benefit of our nation and as a farmer myself. We'll also establish and deploy farmer service centers nationwide in all districts to make essential farming equipment, accessories, and technology available to small, medium, and large farmers to boost production and output and make farming truly trendy, cool, and attractive to younger people, younger Ghanaians especially.
Well, Edward Karewa is the General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union. He joins us to talk a bit more about this. Good morning to you. So the former president has pledged to champion technology and digitalization-based agriculture in the future NDC government. What do you think about this? Does this give the agri sector some hope, or is a little too late? Are you there, Mr. Karewa? All right. I'm going to ask the question one more time, if you can hear me, Mr. Karewa. So the president has been talking about technology-driven agriculture. I was asking what you make of this and if it's too late or gives the agri sector some hope. Can you hear me, Mr. Karewa?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm not too sure if you got my question, but I was just asking you about the former president's pledge to champion technology and digitalization-based agriculture in a future NDC government. Your thoughts on this and how that would impact the agri sector?
Well, let me admit that the network is very poor here. I've been trying to, it's not stable, so please bear me out. But you can see that we need really to transform agriculture in this country. The way we have been running agriculture, we have seen that we have not had much of the benefit that we anticipated. So if there's going to be a comprehensive plan, which His Excellency, the former president, indicated that will be driven by technology and then digitalization, then of course, we would like to see the plan. And then we hope that it is even an area that we can never, as a country, run away from. We must use it. It must be clear to all of us that Ghana cannot move forward without emphasizing on agriculture. So something that is quite exciting is that he himself is a farmer, and he would probably know the challenges facing farmers, and we would not expect him to do anything that would disappoint farmers. But having said this, there's so much we still need to know about that plan and how it is going to be executed. He has talked about farmer services centers throughout the country to service small and medium and large scale agriculture. That is great to hear, but we will expect that the details are made known to us, and then also allow us to make an input into those comprehensive plan, and then also to implement that plan.
Well, so we know that the agri sector lost its place as the #1 contributor to the country's GDP to services and industry due to several factors. Do you believe that the former president's promise alone could be the panacea to problems facing the agri sector? In other words, is our problem tech?
Well, of course, the sector itself has been, it's no more, the major contributor to GDP. That is not by itself unfortunate, except that the services sector rather is leading the GDP growth of this country, which is an anomaly in the sense that if you take an economy like ours, where we are a lot of resources, we should be moving into manufacturing instead of services. Services will come on the back of manufacturing, and manufacturing and industry will have direct link with agriculture, both forward and backwards linkages. We cannot, grow our agriculture by importing all the equipment and machinery that we need to do agriculture. We cannot also grow agriculture to the highest level if processing of agriculture is weak. In processing of agricultural produce is under manufacturing, is also under industry. So the two sectors must work together. But unfortunately, if you look at the agricultural growth in this country, every year agriculture growth seems to be good, better than industry. Industry has been declining in recent times, and that certainly cannot be good for agriculture. So we need a combined, policy arrangement that creates a synergy between manufacturing, industry, and then that of agriculture. And then services will then build on the strong foundation that will be laid by this policy.
Yeah, so aside from technology, we have to be taking a look at agro-processing. And I think that would also go a long way to deal with the situation of post-harvest losses. The former president also talks about tech sort of addressing the unemployment situation in the country. Over the years, we've talked about the fact that agric is not attractive to young people. And so with the infusion of technology, do you think that it would help the unemployment situation?
Well, I think all of us know. And if we don't know, we need to emphasize the fact that if we have to deal with our unemployment situation, then the best sector to use to deal with the unemployment situation is the agricultural sector. Because you have to look at the young men and women who have completed JSS, who have completed SHS, and who have not even gone to school at all, and then they are in the rural area. The best jobs that can be provided for them now is to increase agricultural production, and the agriculture will provide that. So I think the youth will not necessarily just go into agriculture because we want the youth to go into agriculture. Today, the youth, they use all manner of equipment, wherever they are, they want to still be linked to Facebook, they want to still be linked to social media, and so on. They must be guaranteed with prices, market, and so on. And then technology will also help to be able to locate where market is and so on. So if we need to actually attract the youth into agriculture, then of course we need to improve upon market access and then technology and so on. So I believe sincerely that we cannot continue agriculture the way we've been doing it over the years and expect different results. So again, we will wait to see how the comprehensive plan that His Excellency, the former president, is talking about, and then the input we can put in it, and how we can together work to encourage the youth to go into agriculture. Processing is a major problem for this country. You are all aware that just this harvesting season, rice is lying everywhere on the fields. There are no buyers. Even when you buy, where do you process it? We don't have the best of processing.
Edward Carroll, General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, thank you so much for joining us, making some interesting points over there. Appreciate it. Well, moving on, a young mother whose child has been struck with a rare disease commonly described as water in the brain is appealing for help from well-wishers to help with the treatment of her 2-year-old daughter. Vida Adubia, a resident of Nkranza in the Bono East region, explained that her husband left her because of her daughter's condition, and she has since been struggling to raise an amount of money needed to conduct surgery on her, and therefore appeals to the public for support. Anas Sabed has more.
Often called water on the brain, hydrocephalus can cause babies and young children's head to swell to make room for excess cerebrospinal fluid. This life-threatening condition often forms when a blockage to the normal flow of the cerebral spinal fluid results in a buildup of pressure, which eventually pushes the soft skull outwards, creating an enlarged head and putting pressure on the brain. This pressure, if not relieved, can cause blindness, brain damage, and eventually death. Now, more than 2 years after the birth of Ajapoma Blessing, who has since been battling with hydrocephalus, she's unable to sit, crawl, or walk, and as a result, need the attention of her single mother whose husband left her as a result of little Ajapoma's condition. Vida Adubia broke down into tears when I asked what she's been going through as a result of her baby's condition.
How long will you
I am going through a lot and I need help. I currently have no one to look at. Even not to eat is a challenge. Vida, before the birth of her sick child, used to sell drinking water, and her daughter's condition has pushed her out of business as she's unable to go to the market, leaving behind her 2-year-old daughter. I used to sell water before, but I'm out of business because of this condition. I am unable to go out and sell. She has spent everything on her visiting the hospital, and even though health experts say a successful surgery could help save her daughter's life, Vida tells me what to eat now is even a challenge.
After giving birth to her, I have no one to support me. My husband left me because of her condition. Even not treatment is a problem, and I have no one to support me. While Ebenezer is a nursing officer and the assistant in charge of the emergency unit of the Nkranza St. Teresa's Hospital, he says little Blessing has been on a mission for the past 2 months.
We introduced this patient with the name Blessing Ajapoma. She has been here for almost 2 months now. She was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, and we have done a first surgery on her. So current issue on her is that the patient is finding it difficult to settle the bills and maybe the OP. the operation performed on her.
Nurses here sometimes have to contribute to support Vida to help pay for her bills.
So at times the nurses and then the ward doctors, we have to contribute and then support her with the bills. So we are just pleading to individuals to come and hit it.
Little Blessing has already undergone the first surgery, but sadly, the unavailability of money to pay for her bills means the second surgery cannot be conducted now, and a delay in doing so could cost Little Blessing her life.
According to our surgeon, they will do the second surgery again. So as it stands now, we can't really tell, depending on the financial constraint that they are passing through.
The current situation of Little Blessing is also affecting her mother psychologically, and an urgent attention needs to be given to enable a surgery that could help save her life.
In fact, it's very, very bad because already psychological effects comes in. Because looking at a baby for like her, most of the time, if you are a mother, definitely, being psychologically it will affect you. Husband has left her because of the situation of the child. So all this come to play, and it affects even the mother itself and then the entire family.
Health experts here say an amount of 12,000 Ghana cedis will be enough to support Little Blessing's surgery, and your little contributions could help do the magic. Anna Sabit, JoyNews, Nkranza.
Wow, next to the election headquarters, over 60 parliamentary aspirants for the New Patriotic Party have been vetted at the Ashanti Regional Office of the party. One of the 5 aspirants for the Ahafano Southwest Parliamentary Primary, Opoku Awiniye, has withdrawn, citing his quest to preserve the integrity of polls in the constituency. Ashanti Regional MPP Secretary Kwame Addo confirmed official receipt of the withdrawal notice. Here is a report by Clinton Yeboah. So we're actually going live to Nana Boakye-Adom, who is in the Ashanti region, for us, monitoring the vetting process over there. What can you report, Nana?
All right, so the vetting for parliamentary candidates of the New Patriotic Party constituencies where the party has incumbent members of parliament has entered day 2. This is the second day of the vetting for aspirants seeking to become members of parliament on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. We are live from the MPP head office here in the Ashanti region. Already some members of parliament, incumbent members of parliament, have been through the process. The incumbent member of parliament for Bantima constituency, Francis Asenso-Boakye, has been here, and also Raphael Ejapon has also been here, the opponent of Francis Asenso-Boakye. And so for the Bantima constituency, the 2 individuals contesting the seat on the ticket of the MPP ahead of the party's primaries come January 27th. They have passed through the party's vetting process this morning. And so these are still supporters who have flanked or thronged the party's head office in the Ashanti region. They came along with their preferred candidates as they go through the vetting process today. And so, as I said, the vetting for candidates has entered day 2. I have with me an aspirant who is seeking to unseat the member of parliament for Asante Achimagogo, Andy Apiakubi. Mr. SK is technical advisor at the office of the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He has passed through the vetting successfully this morning. And so I have Mr. SK here with me. Honorable, how was the vetting process for you?
I'm here to have mine.
You are here to have your vetting?
Yes, mine is at 11 o'clock.
But then I saw you enter the vetting room.
Yes, I went there to look at things and also to register that I'm present because I'm supposed to be on time, so I have to register. And also to go and see how the atmosphere is and decide a setting is and prepare for mine.
So what you went inside there to do was more of like an observation?
Yes, please.
And so how prepared are you for the process?
I'm very much prepared. For me, I think that it is just something that I don't want to use the word of formality because this is not going to be my first time going through such a process, even though this is my first time going to contest a parliamentary election. But I believe that whatever questions they are going to ask are questions that I'll be able to respond to. So I'm very much prepared and very confident.
You are the technical advisor at the office of the Vice President. Somebody would want to ask, why are you leaving the office of the Vice President to contest Asante Achimagogo?
I'm not leaving the office of the Vice President. I'm rather going to contest Asante Achimagogo to become an MP to support my boss, who is going to be the next president of the Republic of Ghana. So the work will continue. The only difference is that this time I'll be leaving the Jubilee House to Parliament, but to continue to serve him now, even as the president, and I'll also be serving him as an MP serving the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Thank you so much for joining us. And so that is Mr. SK. He is the technical advisor at the office of the Vice President. And so for Achimamponia constituency, Commando is here. He is done with his vetting, and so you can see his supporters joining him to come out of the head office of the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region. Let's get a word or two from Commando. How was the vetting for you?
The vetting was wonderful. I have gone through the vetting. I'm going to win this election hands down. It's my honor, and I'm the one going to lead Achimamponia come 2025. I am going to lead Achimamponia. I am going to Parliament 2025. And 2024, the primaries, I am going to win hands down. Esiama is not a match. As far as I've gone through this vetting, inshallah, I'm going to win. Esiama can never win this bet.
You are coming up against Isaac Esiama, who has been member of Parliament for the constituency for quite some time. Is that not a difficult task?
Esiama is a gunner. He has a spy. We cannot use him anymore. My community are saying that enough is enough. He should go and let Commando come. Commando is on the way coming. So he should give me the way and take the mantle and then win the seat for MPP come 2024.
And so 27th of January, are you winning?
I am winning. I am already in Parliament.
You're already in Parliament?
Yes.
You look quite optimistic.
I am.
But then
I've done a wonderful job in my constituency, and my people are happy with me that I should lead the party come 2024.
And so we are seeing you in Parliament.
I am going.
Thank you so much. And so this is an aspiring member of Parliament for Achimamponia, John Akufo-Addo, who is also seeking to contest Mr. Isaac Esiama for the Achimamponia seat. And so interesting scenes here at the Ashanti Regional Head Office of the New Patriotic Party as vetting for parliamentary aspirants enter day 2. You heard from John Akufo-Addo, who is seeking to unseat Isaac Esiama for the Achimamponia seat on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. So I have Kwesi Kwarteng here with me. Kwesi Kwarteng has gone through the vetting process. Honorable, how was the vetting?
I am here to have my vetting.
You are here to have your vetting?
Exactly 10:30.
You went there for observation?
Yes, I went in, and so far the process is very smooth, it's very transparent, it's very free and very open. And we are confident, very confident that at the end of the day we'll go through the election process. But the power resides in the people. The power resides in the people of Asante Achim, the 575 delegates in Asante Achim. And they have already shown us the indications and all the signs that they are going to give us their mandate. And so we are very confident in them, and we are also confident in the works of God.
You are coming up against your incumbent member of Parliament. It looks quite tough. But then are you optimistic of victory come January 27th?
My incumbent has been extremely unpopular. In the sense that if we are an incumbent MP, and as at now you promote segregation, there is no unity in the constituency, you are unable to bring development, definitely the people will reject you. And so if you look at my constituency, the people has already rejected the incumbent, and I, the new David, am coming to take over.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's Kwesi Kwarteng. And so you can see that for Asante Achimagogo, it is going to be a fierce contest, not an easy one for Andy Apiakubi. And so lawyer Vincent Frimpong is done with his vetting. Honorable, how was the vetting?
Great, splendid. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Exactly.
Did you meet your expectations?
Very much. Very much.
And so what is ahead of you come January 27th?
Winning.
You are winning?
Winning.
You are winning?
Yes, and we'll break the 8 also.
I spoke to Kingsley Nyako. He says that he contested against you in 2020. You are no match for him.
Let's see. We will go into the ring. We will see.
And so you are defeating Kingsley Nyako.
Of course, no two ways about that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then that is Vincent Frimpong Menum. He's done with his vetting. He is also seeking to unseat the incumbent member of parliament for the Kwadaso constituency, lawyer Kingsley Nyako. And so for him, it is going to be an easy run come January 27th. It looks as if Kwadaso, Asante Achim, and the Bantima constituency, alongside Offensu and Njabin, will be having their vetting today for Bantima and also Asante Achim and Offensu. They are done with their vetting process. And so we are looking forward to the other constituencies that will pass through the NPP head office here in the Ashanti region to go through the required years, I must say, vetting process ahead of the January 27th parliamentary primaries of the governing New Patriotic Party. I must say that at the Asokwa constituency office of the MPP or that of the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, COP Alex Mensam has ended his vetting, and also Francis Asanso Boache, who came through the head office of the MPP, is also done. Raphael Japan is also done with his vetting. And so this is what it looks like, or how everything looks like in the Ashanti region from two centers, the Asokwa constituency and also from the Krofrom regional head office, where we had the vetting, day 2 of the MPP vetting for aspirants seeking to become members of parliament on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. A tensed atmosphere, a charged one at the Krofrom regional head office of the MPP. You can see supporters besiege the office. They are here in their numbers, supporting their candidates on the streets of Krofrom. All that you can see are colors of the New Patriotic Party, and then banners, stickers of aspirants who are seeking to become members of parliament for the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region. Already the MPP has over 40 seats. When we spoke to Chairman Wontumi yesterday, the regional chairman of the MPP, he says that his party, especially in the Ashanti region, is seeking to win all the seats in the region, including the Aswasi seat, which has been that of the NDC for quite some time. And so for the MPP and their chairman Bernard Enchibuo Siakom, they are eyeing each and every single seat in the Ashanti region. Let's get to talk to Honorable Isaac Kwame Esiama, the member of parliament himself for Achuma Mponia. Honorable, you are done with your vetting. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
How was the vetting for you?
Well, as usual, it's a procedure we had to go through, so it was okay, normal.
I spoke to your opponent about 2 minutes ago. He says that Isaac Esiama is no match for him.
well, the battle is the Lord's. And I can tell you that come 27th is going to be another resounding victory for the Kwame Esiama and MP.
Are you retaining your seat?
Oh yes, very much so.
Very optimistic.
I can assure you that the legacy in Achuma for the past 80 years is unmatched. Electricity, water, everything, school infrastructure, health infrastructure, sports stadium, we have it. Sports stadium, we have it. Multi-purpose, that can host about 27 sporting disciplines, we have it. So what is it? The legacy is there for the Esiama and for MPP to build upon. Yes.
And so your opponents are no match for you?
Well, it's a contest. The people will decide. I can tell you, the delegates, I've lived with them. I've stayed with them. I'm always with them. They trust me, and I can tell you, I can assure you that I'm going to win not less than 80%. The ground is fertile, very fertile for the Esiama.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. And that is the Honorable Member of Parliament for Achuma Mponia. He says that the ground is very fertile for him. And so going into January 27th, it is going to be an easy run for Dr. Isaac Esiama, Member of Parliament for Achuma Mponia. When we engaged his opponents earlier, they said that for being a Member of Parliament for quite some time, Dr. Isaac Esiama must be taking off the seat of Achiman Punia on the ticket of the MPP for them to come over. But then Dr. Isaac Esiama, in his own words, says the grounds are fertile for him. And so going into the contest on January 27th, he is winning with over 80%. And so these are the words of Dr. Isaac Esiama, the incumbent member of parliament for the Achiman Punia constituency. His opponents are also here. His opponent hasn't left yet. That is Dr. D. Ofori Atta, who is also seeking to contest Dr. Isaac Esiama. In fact, on seat Dr. Isaac Esiama for the Achiman Punia seat, which belongs to the MPP. As I was saying earlier, the MPP is eyeing all 47 seats of the all 47 seats in the Ashanti region, including Aswase, New Adubiase, Edwase Chodumase. And so for the MPP, Ashanti region must be a done deal for them come 7th December 2024. And so this is the atmosphere here at the Ashanti regional head office of the governing New Patriotic Party. Andy Apiakubi for Asante Achimagogo is expected to be here, and also other incumbent members of parliament are also expected to pass through the process. We are still waiting for Emmanuel Arinfirim to go through the process, and then later onwards we'll get to hear from them. But as I said earlier, retired COP Alex Mensam is done with his vetting today, and so we will also get to hear from COP Alex Mensam as we move on to the Asuka constituency. We'll bring you up to speed details. So this is how things look like here at the Ashanti regional head office of the governing New Patriotic Party. Over to you.
Very lively scenes there from Kumasi in the Ashanti region, and great reporting from Nana Boachi Adom on day 2 of the vetting of MPP aspirants for the MPP parliamentary primaries. Well, we want to take you to here in the Greater Accra region because day 1 was characterized by accusations of grand schemes to get one candidate passed over the other. Well, my colleague Kenneth JC is monitoring the situation on this second day and joins me. What's happening where you are, Kenneth?
Right, so we're currently at the shelter in Teshi where the MPP is vetting its parliamentary candidate hopefuls, and possibly whittled down the number. Already 32 people picked up nomination forms. 32 of them returned it. One person is going unopposed. We've seen Sheila Battels enter the building to be vetted. We've also seen the Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte enter the building to be vetted. And then we've also seen the Communications Minister Ursula Owusu Akufo also enter the building to be vetted. None of them has been vetted as at now, but we'll be monitoring proceedings to see how it goes. It is very euphoric compared to yesterday. Very, very euphoric today. A lot of supporters have trooped in to support their various candidates. You can see in your shots so many people from all camps, all bases here to support their candidates. And then we are hearing that Samuel Amankwa, the candidate that was disqualified at Ayawa, so I beg your pardon, the candidate who is competing with Lydia Seiram Al-Hassan, is now heading to the party's headquarters here in Accra to appeal his decision. He mentioned earlier that he suspects some foul play. He mentioned to us yesterday that he was offered money by the party hierarchy to step down, which he refused to do so. So at 11 a.m. this morning, he's heading to the party's head office to appeal the decision, which he believes he is going to win. Let's get into the crowd and speak to some of the supporters to tell us what they really feel about what's happening here. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
You're live on JoyNews. For Sheila.
Sheila
you don't look enthusiastic. Are you optimistic she's going to win?
Don't worry at all. We are retaining the seat for Ablekuma North.
Okay.
We, Ablekuma North, the people we know is Sheila Battels. For almost 4 years now, the woman has been marvelous, outstanding for the people of Ablekuma North, giving the youth jobs into immigration, police, scholarship to outside the country. That is the woman we want to continue at Ablekuma North.
Thank you. So I want to speak to you as well. You are supporting Sheila Battels. How optimistic are you that she's going to pass vetting, first of all, and also, go again as your MP?
For the vetting, she has passed already. And I'm putting it on record, 100% sure that Honorable Sheila Battles is going to win come 27th of January 2024. One quality or good thing about Honorable Sheila Battles is his true nature, his calmness, his respect, and his love for the youth. Since the time Honorable Sheila Battles has assumed power in Ablekumanov, we can all attest his fingerprints in the constituency. One would say, for Nsasho Obotom, Edena Obenya, we see most every day our youth, our brothers, our sisters, our fathers getting jobs. And that alone is a plus. Yes. Not left alone, the gutters at Ablekumanov, that when it rains, the place gets flooded. The gutters are being constructed. Not alone, look at the ultra-modern toilet facility being planted at Wesley Grammar. Oh, what else can a person do for 3 good years? Only 3 good years. Sheila has not even reached his 4 years. 7th will be 3 years since she assumed power. And look at the youth, the people who followed Sheila here. We are true people. She didn't bust anybody from anywhere. We per the love that we have for Honorable Sheila Battles, we got out from our homes and we followed her, and we know true that Honorable Sheila Battles is winning this election. Look at his calmness. This woman is very real. Let me tell you one thing. Honorable Sheila Battles, she is a minister, okay? She is a minister before assuming or taking political role, and we can attest his godly nature. The way she liaises with the grassroots, the way she liaises with the widows, the way she liaises with the market people. Just recently, she went to Odoko market and other markets, give them grants to build their businesses. Right. And see the joy, the joy of Ablekumanov. Right. Come in, just.
So as my brother is saying, it's crystal clear. Sheila Sentinel, Ajibebia.
Okay. So these are the supporters of Sheila Battles who are looking forward to her retaining the seat and continuing in Parliament for them. You also want to speak to us?
All right, I'm a delegate myself. My name is Alex Jan. I vote, and you can attest to the fact that all the people that follow Sheila Battles to this ground, majority of them, about 80% are delegates. We are sending a signal to everybody that we are rallying behind Sheila Battles, and we are ready to give her 70% of the vote. We are pleading with the delegate of Ablekumanov. They should give Sheila Battles their vote to continue because she has done marvelously well. We thank you, everybody.
Right. I've seen another group of supporters, who are gathered here. Let's get closer to them and find out what they also have to say about this. Let's get closer. Hello. Good morning. You're live on JoyNews.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Who are you supporting?
I'm supporting Honorable Jerry Ahmed.
Why? I want to find out why do you want to change Tina? What has she done?
She is incompetent. She has maltreated the delegate for more than 7 years, and it is time we are calling for change. That's all.
Has she not created jobs for you?
She has done anything. She gives people jobs and she sacked them from their job. She's a giver and a taker. It is time for change.
We want Jelly. 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 We want Jelly.
Right. So these are also another group of supporters. Okay. Thank you. So these are supporters of Jerry who say that they want him instead of Tina.
What about also you also stand from?
Right.
What about also you also stand from?
I know what you're saying.
I know what you're saying. Why you my partner also competition?
Are they?
And you also competition.
Are they?
What about also you men so stand from? Ya call pepe. Ya see be ma onye about behwe no. Ana to akwan di wa bra o share funum. Jerry ba en wo boy wo hwe. To ja say ayaresa bebre wo de bra wo jagba gwan so. Ene ya say you qualify Jerry Amesha. Ya de ko wo jagba gwan. To oba e ma no be di so.
Mususu say Tina person call on opposed na.
Yeah, son na your platform be. Son and no ba no. Son mo be kan. Na so ma so ne.
So, do you feel like Jerry could be disqualified to allow Tina go?
No. And see what I say. Or qualify Brusso. Or qualify Brusso. Or qualify 100 times in plus. Overqualified. And here, Juma. Whether by delegate, when you're a delegate, you see here, Jerry Amesha. Whether by constituency, me a police station organizer.
Then you know, you're delegate.
What I say? And you're not a delegate. You're trying. Near the honorable Jerry Amesha. Whether by constituency.
Very vociferous supporters here.
We need a leader who is friendly, who is welcoming. We don't need a leader who will dictate to us. We can't talk. A lot of people are timid in Wejagbawe because of Honorable Tina. The intimidation is too much.
What is she doing?
A lot.
Like what?
Delegates can't talk. She imposes on delegates.
But you're talking, aren't you?
Hello. It's about time. Because now we have somebody who is leading us, who have given us all the opportunity to talk. Now, it's not like first. We have new executive, they are responsible. They are responsible and they know that masses are calling for change. Could you imagine just yesterday, they were forging our signatures for petition. Just yesterday. If you know you have served your people, why are you running petition for them to disqualify him? It's a simple question. For Minister of Health, Deputy, 7 good years. 7 good years. She has never done anything for the people of Wejagbawe. For 7 good years. I want you to capture this. We are serious and we are calling for change. It's about time.
So these are the constituents of Wejag.
Deputy Health Minister for the Republic of Ghana. In my electoral area, the only new thing, very significant one that I can see in my electoral area is refuse dump. I force a man from one way fee or move your way to. One way a refuse dump, a hip chain, the normal land in Akasa, and a refuse, a bank of 4 film. Young Peway, it's just too much. We don't like it anymore. What am I saying? It's a say, you pay Obi the change my brain. You pay Jerry, that is all. You pay Jerry.
All right, thank you. So these are the enthusiastic supporters of Jerry Ahmed who are bent on ousting the incumbent MP for the area. So these are the euphoric scenes here at the shelter in Teshi.
All right, Kenneth Jesse live for us in Teshi, where the NDC parliamentary or the MPP parliamentary primaries vetting is underway. Keep monitoring for us. We'll come back to you for some more details, some politics for you, some more political news for you. The Volta Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Akufo-Addo, has advised the media to guard against tribal politics heading into the 2024 general elections. He urged media practitioners to use their mediums to enlighten the citizenry on the provisions of the Constitution concerning the formation of political parties to address some misconceptions. Speaking at an MPP media soiree in Ho, Mr. Wanya described as unfortunate attempts by the National Democratic Congress to win the sympathy of electorates in his jurisdiction by preaching ethnic allegiance.
Whatever they do, whether good or bad, whoever is placed on the ticket of the NDC, they have to vote for the person. And that the NDC party is a party for the voter origin. And I think that that is not the position of the Constitution of Ghana. the constitution of Ghana is clear on how a party is formed. Parties are formed based on membership across the entire country. Registration has to be done in various districts or constituencies. NDC cannot say that voter region and the people of voter region are compulsorily they should be NDC. No. This is the education that we have to give the people of the voter region, that the only thing that will make you vote for somebody is the development that the person is bringing to you. Is the report that the person is bringing from parliament back to you. We saw what happened during the district assembly elections, where some assemblymen were kicked out because they did not bring any development to their electoral area. So if that is the way to go, we'll see that a lot of the MPs will not sit in parliament and think that once they are able to win their primaries in the voter region, they are good to go. And I think that is a misconception that has been driven into the minds of the people in the voter region, that the NDC is for them. But that shouldn't be the case.
Well, as you just saw, the political season has kick-started, and this is your election headquarters. That'll be it for News Desk. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com. You can head over there for the day's latest stories, myjoyonline.com. My name is Darryl Carl. Thanks for watching.